So this is the Novation LaunchPad Pro note mode standard layout. It's in a major key, actually the key of C. The pink squares that are lit up are the C notes. I have the grand piano instrument that's set up for this to give it that nice grand piano sound. So when you look at this grid, it may be confusing to some, but it's helps to know a little bit of music theory to understand how this all works, and that can be scary. But a major scale um, is laid out in intervals from the root note, a whole step to the 2, whole step to the 3, half a step to the 4, uh, whole step to the 5, whole step to the 6, and a half step to the, or whole step to the 7, half step back to the 1. So it's whole step, half, whole step, half. Or you could think of whole step, half, with a whole step connecting to another whole step, half. That's a good way to remember it. So you got two sides, both identical with a whole step connecting them. But anyway, that's the scale. So whatever note you start on C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C. Has no sharps or flats in it. But you can change key on this. If you move this green arrow up or down, it changes it by half a tone, half step. So we're in the key of C. Here's the key of C sharp. Here's key of D. D sharp. E. So you notice this purple square appeared. I'm going to go back down to C. And as you move up, that purple square is a half step from the root, and now a whole step from the root, half step from the root. And what I use that for, well, it tells me that what key I'm in. I know if this was the C note, right now it's not. It's the D note because this is lit a whole step away from what would have been the C note. So it's now in the key of D, a whole step away from C. So that's kind of neat. And then you can change the octave of this if you want to go up or down. So that just changes your octave level. So it's easy to change the key, easy to change the various octaves for whatever instrument you're using or whatever part you're trying to play. But so the format, if we're counting the scale, this would be, I'll start over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a major scale has the one chord that you take the root, the third, and the fifth of this note, and that gives you the first chord in the scale, which is a major chord. So this is a C major chord. How do I know that's the third? Well, if I count 1, 2, 3, see it lights up green 2 along with this one. So there's your root, your third, that's your fourth. We're skipping that, going to the fifth. That's your standard basic major triad chord. Your 2 chord is a minor chord. So if you take the root, the third, and the fifth, there's these notes that are not lit, these keys, these pads that are not lit, are not part of the key. So when I'm in my 2 here, 2 note, I can't go to that note that's normally there for the major chords. I have to go to the one beside it because it has to be a note that's lit. So it's the minor flattened third is a minor chord. all the same notes there. Give you that sad minor sound. And it's the same for the 3 chord minor. 4 is a major. 5 is a major. And 6 is a minor. And the crazy 7 is a diminished, so it actually has a flat third like a minor. And instead of having if you notice, the 5th here is not lit. Normally this would be the 5th, right? When we were doing it here, that was the 5th for the major. Root, 3rd, 5th. Well, if you notice on the 7 chord, it's not lit. You have to take the flat one, because that's what a diminished chord is. It's got a flat 3 and a flat 5. Because of that kind of wonky sound. But so there's, in the nutshell, how to navigate on this keyboard. There's usually several different fingerings you can do. That's a 5th as well. So root, just a different voicing. Your 5th is in the bass. This is just like the guitar, by the way. If you cross over to strings, you're going up a 4th or down to the 5th. And so that is kind of helpful to know if you're used to playing on a guitar and you know that, hey, my 4 is here, my 3 is here. It's the same on this standard setup here. So hopefully that helps kind of clarify a little bit. But I've always looked at that screen and tried to figure out the best way to do what I wanted to do, and it took me a minute. And then changing keys took me a minute to figure it out, but it's very simple. So good luck. Have some fun with that.